Okay, hey guys, welcome to a new episode of MASP. This is kind of a milestone. We have been doing this for a year now, so first of all we'd like to thank you for watching our videos. We don't have a lot of viewers, but we appreciate every viewer we have.
Yeah, we just do it for the fun and
basically, yeah, we're not making big money or anything.
Kind of a hobby.
So.
I suppose.
But today, we're not doing a regular episode, we're doing something a bit, different. So
yeah.
What are we doing today?
Yeah, today we're going to look at game covers.
Yeah.
Good, the bad, the ugly, and the weird.
And I think a lot of people don't understand that game covers is a huge part of. I mean, maybe not today.
It used to be. Yeah.
It used to be like when you went to the store and you bought a game. There was no internet back in the days.
Yeah.
There was no way to know if you didn't buy a magazine.
Yeah. That
these games were good or bad. So I remember when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I basically based my idea about if the game is going to be good or bad.
On the cover.
On the cover, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, me too. I mean, sometimes it jumps off the shelf at you, and sometimes it doesn't. And like you say, it's a key selling point. So
yeah, it used to be.
You would expect that designers would have taken more time and thought a bit more carefully
sort of selling their product,
rather than making it look like some B-movie video cassette cover.
We have to think though that many of these games we're talking about were made in the 80s.
Yeah.
But we decided to we gotta put these covers into 4 categories. So maybe you can explain a bit more how we were thinking when we categorized our favorite and our worst. Everything that we were collecting.
Yeah, I mean, like Magnus says, these are all games that we've played and games we love or sometimes don't love so much.
Yeah.
But we separate it out. First of all, an interesting category is going to be the whacked out stuff from retro video gaming and video game covers.
It's a bit hard to explain what we mean, but when we talk about whack, we don't mean it's bad. It can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing, but in general it's just what were they thinking?
Yeah.
And sometimes it turned out to be really good, sometimes
and a lot of them are typical examples of over-the-top 80s, 90s, just ludicrous covers, just ridiculous. You don't even know what's going on in some cases. Next up after that,
second
awesome stuff, right?
Yeah, awesome. This is not whacked, this is just plain awesome. You saw this and you're like, holy shit, I have to buy this game.
Yeah.
Mom, money now.
Yeah, game covers that just rock. Just look epic, just look amazing.
It should have been called epic, but
epic would have worked. Yeah,
we'll go for awesome/epic.
Or just rock.
Yeah, rock.
But anyways,
third one is shit covers, and then we're talking about absolute shit. This is things that did not sell the game at all.
In fact, in some cases, didn't even represent what the game was.
Yeah, and some of them were actually good games. We're not going to tell you now what we're talking about, but some of them were amazing games that probably lost a few 100,000 sales just because the cover looks absolutely...
just unreal.
Just like shit.
And most of the time, I don't want to point any fingers, but most of the time it was the North American agents and companies who were putting these out, so...
Yeah, I guess many of the game covers had a Japanese touch to them, and today we can obviously say that many of the covers in Japan were better than their North American counterparts. But I think that the audience in America were different kids, and you wanted this muscular, cool guys, while in Japan they still had the kind of anime culture.
Or at least the marketing executives and the companies thought that's what people wanted. Which they just really fucked up.
Maybe it was, I have no idea.
Yes, I think it's a combination of both, definitely.
Yeah, maybe.
And lastly,
we have the beautiful and the artistic game covers, the one that you can undoubtedly, say that they're not beautiful.
Yeah, the deluxe stuff, the really classy ones.
Yeah, maybe they didn't sell well, but as in a designer's point of view or in an artistic point of view, they were very good. And we have categorized it so every part has 4 or 5 covers, and there's thousands of covers, of course.
Yeah.
But we narrow it down a little bit, I guess.
And these are ours, so hope you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. I hope you enjoy this episode, guys.
Yeah, actually, without any further ado, first up then, as we said before, the whacked out stuff. You ready for this?
Okay, this one is, it's called Saboteur 2.
Yeah. Some people might know this. Well, let's look at it. A ninja on a motorcycle, pulling a wheelie, fighting panthers with a katana.
Probably my favorite cover ever made.
Yeah, possibly mine too, to be honest. Yeah.
If this one didn't sell the game, nothing would.
No, and unfortunately, it's another example of an abuse of the Trade Descriptions Act. Yeah. We're being lied to by a game cover yet again, Magnus. Because this didn't happen in the game.
What did happen in the game?
Well, it was similar. It was actually quite epic at the beginning.
Yeah.
You're on a hang glider, and you jump off the hang glider, and you land on like an office building, and then you go through the office building to the bottom, to the basement, and then you get the motorcycle, and then you drive out.
No panthers.
There's no panthers. There are dogs, guard dogs.
Okay.
But
almost
no
the
panthers.
same thing.
So almost the same, but you know, still, I prefer the panther idea.
Yeah. I mean, like, even if they try today on fucking like PlayStation 4, they could not emulate this.
That's just
this is an impossible situation.
That's beautiful, but it is definitely whacked out. I mean,
it is whacked out.
What were they thinking?
And the next one we're going for is Demon Attack.
Yeah, this one here.
Or New Demon Attack.
Yeah.
What can I say? It's dinosaurs, mecha dinosaurs in space.
Yeah. Fighting
and shooting. What do you call
each other
with missiles.
With missiles and like a jetpack and like human legs, and they're in space.
I mean, just take some time and suck this in.
Soak that up.
I'm gonna give you guys 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome, right?
I just can't get over it.
Yeah, there's nothing to say. I cannot say more than what you see now. Is the game is actually just kind of rip off of Space Invaders.
Someone build a time machine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Let's go back there.
Rival Turf.
Yeah, next up.
Something that kind of for me defines what would have been cool in the 90s. Yeah. Not so cool today with like some kid that looks like he's quite popular.
Yeah.
You know, good looking. He looks like New Kids on the Block kind of wannabes.
He's got his collar popped.
Yeah. And they have like just an office building in the background to make it look a bit turfy.
Yeah, so they're in the city.
Yeah. Cool city boys.
Yeah.
Maybe it would have been cool when I was like 12, but looking at Rival Turf with an exclamation point.
Yes.
Not so cool today.
It's awful.
Quite wacky, but in a way quite funny. It defines, I would say, like 1994 cool kids.
Yes, it's so kitsch, it's so cheesy. Then it qualifies for whacked out because it's unthinkable to do that today.
What is this kid doing?
The child of his time.
The guy with the arm. Is it supposed to like hit you or?
I don't know. Power to the people.
Gang sign.
Gang sign maybe. I don't know. I don't think he knows.
Nobody knows. Nice red jacket though. They have cool.
It's too big for him though.
Yeah.
Just doesn't fit him at all. Both of them actually. Anyway, enough of that one. And next one. I love the next one.
The weirdest. I love it. It's cool and it's beautiful, but it's like there's so many things about the scenario of Fatal Fury for the Neo Geo.
Look at it.
Okay, number one, can you explain the part about the bench? Because I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't. I was hoping you could explain it to me because I don't. Well, he's standing on the bench. The guy who's punching the other guy is standing on the bench.
Yeah.
When I first saw it, I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, we had to analyze this for so long. It's like a circus downstairs. And he's standing on a bench. And what I don't understand is like, if you're on a bench and you punch, just like let's say that this happened 0.5 seconds before the picture was drawn or whatever. How did he stand on the, like, were they both on the bench?
Yeah, where was the guy standing? Like, did he punch him off the balcony thing and then did he jump on the bench? Or was the guy balanced on the back of the bench? Like,
yeah, because he's been stabbed in the leg though. Did you notice that?
Ah, yeah.
Not stabbed, but somebody cut him.
It's like justification.
But how I see it is like, he must have been like, if this is you were standing like here, and I must have attacked you like this.
Yeah, it's quite close.
Why do you get
close encounter?
How do you get into a fist fight on a fucking wooden bench? Wouldn't you want to fight like somewhere else?
Take it to the bench. I mean, he's killed the man for Christ's sake. I mean, he's just punched him off. It's a kill.
One thing that I thought about is like, is he reaching for the cap because it's a nice trucker cap?
It looks like it.
Or is he just fucking,
it's like
preparing to die?
Yeah, basically he's terrified. And this is Fatal Fury, and this is probably the US version of Fatal Fury for the Neo Geo.
Yeah.
And it's a great game, but the front cover is just retarded.
Yeah.
Basically. And that's Andy Bogart, I guess, is it?
It is, I think so.
This guy here.
Nice tattoo. Is that like sperm on his arm or something?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Maybe.
Yeah, classic. Anyways.
Yeah, this wraps up the wacky category.
I certainly did. Yeah.
Love his hair, by the way.
Yeah.
So we're gonna look at what is the next one. It's awesome.
Yeah. The next is going to be the awesome one. So
one
again, still retro. Sticking with the retro. Some of them are borderline whacked out, I think. But
but they're like
so cool.
They would still sell, and there's nothing confusing going on about the cover.
Absolutely.
So we're moving on to awesome now.
Yeah. First of all, then. Yes.
So for the next, we are looking at awesome covers.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
The first one's a doozy. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Outrun. for various systems. But the best cover is the... Which one is this?
This is actually the Spectrum cover.
The Spectrum cover.
Yeah, they did pretty well, I think.
Yeah, I mean it's a shitty... It has the shittiest graphics, but it had like the best cover.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there was a horrible port of the arcade, definitely. But I mean, look at that. It's amazing with the chrome on the outrun and stuff, and then the start line.
Yeah.
The only safe place to be, and then looks like Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Out is actually driving the vehicle.
Yeah, yeah.
And his girlfriend sitting next to him, turning around, winking at the camera, smiling.
You have a theory about the relationship that I find quite funny.
Well, yeah, little does she know that probably within the first 30 seconds of this journey, she's going to be involved in a terrible high-speed car accident and be thrown from the vehicle.
And not only just one time, it happens like
again
all the
and
time.
again.
Yeah.
She's going to keep getting back in the car, she's going to keep driving off.
Yeah, probably the most loyal girl in any video game.
Yeah. I mean, the guy's a psychopath, right? I mean, he drives like a lunatic.
Yeah, he does.
On probably the world's most windy highway.
Yeah.
In the world, with hills and jumps and trucks and stuff. But
and his Ferrari.
Yeah.
That's some good quality cars right there. It never breaks.
Yeah, definitely. They're building to last, those Ferraris, man. They're like tanks, obviously.
So, yeah, that's the outcome.
Great cover, classic.
Yeah, just look at it.
It's just beautiful. The composition,
I would buy it like hands down if I saw it as a kid.
Yeah, totally. Especially if you knew it from the arcade as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, what you don't know is when you actually get it home and spend 5 minutes to load the game with a tape.
Yeah.
You're gonna
and now we're talking about the Spectrum
horribly
version.
ripped off.
What was the best version? Probably the Mega Drive version was quite good.
Yeah, I guess. I think it was an Amiga port as well.
Amiga port, and there was one for PC Engine, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe not as good.
I don't know if I don't know about the PC Engine version, but I'm guessing.
I'm not sure, by the way, but I think there was a PC Engine.
Yeah, what a great cover,
So the next one we're looking at, classic.
There we are.
80s California games.
Yeah.
Probably one of the first covers I ever saw that it was actually like a picture of real people.
Yeah, like a photograph.
Yeah, doing like real things and whatever.
And it's just so, it encapsulates everything about the 80s.
Yeah, yeah.
The surfboard, the roller boots, and then she's got a frisbee, like wearing a bikini, this hot chick, and then there's like a guy with a BMX and skateboard.
It's all good.
It's just really cool, huh?
Good game. It's a good game. It was a good game and a cool cover. I know there's not much to say it, except like when you're a kid and you see these cool alternative kids, you wanted to buy the game, and totally. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Not so brilliant was the cover for the Super Nintendo. It seemed a bit forced.
Yeah, of course. They tried to emulate this cover.
You can probably get a quick picture of it here, but it's not as cool, I think.
Yeah.
The original.
There's a couple of different versions, and it's just like some dudes in funny wetsuits they've never surfed in their lives, like holding boogie boards and stuff, like real cheap knockoff boogie boards.
Like that girl right there.
From the beach.
She can throw a frisbee. I fucking guarantee it.
She can roller skate. She can catch herself. I mean, yeah.
So yeah, California Games, absolutely awesome cover, made by Epix. Great game.
Yeah, love it.
This one we actually.
Yeah, next up. Yeah.
What is this?
This is Mac Rider.
For the NES.
For the NES. Yes. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Very.
And sorry, Mags, you were going to say. We've seen this, right?
I don't know what to say though. He has like this kind of like spikes on his knee. He's shooting. He has 2 machine guns on his motorcycle. He's riding in this like apocalyptic,
like desert or something,
Mad Max type of thing.
Yeah.
Full speed on his motorcycle. Probably not shooting at anything, but it's just awesome.
He's firing his machine guns for the sake of it. They probably never stop firing. He's just shooting.
Yeah, all the time.
He shoots and rides.
Picks up his girlfriend.
Just in case there's an enemy out in front.
Yeah. I love this about the 80s. They like these little like chrome stars that they always have. It's kind of classic, and
well
the
spotted.
Background is
the gradient from like neon pink up to kind of like light blue.
Yeah,
so cool. Love the colours.
Who would not want to be that guy?
Yeah, it's got a kind of like almost like a Fist of the North Star.
It does. Mad Max
kind of
Fist of the North
background
Star.
to it as well, with those mashed up buildings. Probably just a nuclear war or something happened before he came on his bike.
We're gonna be there someday, so get a bike with machine guns.
That's what you want to be doing. In the event
when
of an apocalypse.
You
want to be that guy.
No, don't build like a safe house or anything. Get a motorcycle with machine guns.
Yeah.
ASAP.
Just go full tilt through the desert on it.
That's a MASP recommendation.
Don't be one of the zombie guys. You know, the guys with the eyes popping out. You want to be this guy.
You want to be that guy.
With the leathers, the spiky knee pads and stuff.
But to summarize it, awesome cover.
Yeah.
Not much more to say. You've seen it now, but it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, and we found it right on the previous episode. We went to Kawagoe and we went to a video game store.
I think I have the game here. Let's just see.
And just to fill you guys in.
I mean, I actually own it. There it is.
This is the Japanese cart, right?
Yeah, that was. I like the color of the Japanese one. It's probably hard to see, but Yeah. It's dark, whatever. But it's I own the game. Haven't played it yet. It's probably awesome.
I haven't played it. Again, the cover sold the game.
Yeah, I bought this only for the cover.
It did the job, you know, and it would do even better in the 80s, I'm sure. Anyways.
Next one is?
Yeah, next is Golden Axe, and look at this beauty.
Yeah, I mean, it went for me from being cool, and then when I was a teenager back in like 99 or 2000, it was silly, and now it completely made it 360 again, and now it's one of the coolest covers I have ever seen, and it's a great game.
Yeah.
Probably sold even more because of
this cover, right?
Yeah. Awesome dwarf, warrior, with the coolest hairstyle ever, and you have this like
with the sword,
and buffed up with like, I'm loving the pose, like and
the dragon in the background as well.
Do you think that was like real people that somebody like painted off? Like there was actually people posing like that, and they had like some.
Yeah, so often they like take bits of photos, don't they, and then they kind of like airbrush a kind of approximated version of the photograph. So I mean, these guys could have been in like, you know, like a bodybuilding advert,
something like that,
bodybuilding magazine or something like that, and they just ripped it out. You know?
One thing that is not in the game is the dragon. I don't remember any dragon in the game.
You ride something which is kind of like a monster, but it ain't like that.
It's not a big dragon that you fight. You fight with Death Adder.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no dragons, right?
Yeah.
But still
awesome.
You know, great cover.
I'm not saying it's a bad game, so that kind of ends. Yeah, we have one more actually. We have Space.
Actually, thinking about it, this one. Yes.
How cool is that?
Space Harrier.
What can you say? And this is what
oh man.
This is for the This is
the TurboGrafx version,
which is the PC engine in Japan.
Of course it is. Yeah.
Just take some time, Stephen, to analyze what's going on here.
Yeah, well, the Cyclops Mammoths are standard,
I
believe, for a Space Harrier graphic of any kind. He's shooting a dragon in the head with just the most ridiculous weapon. Look at the weapon there.
I never noticed that little plane in the background too.
Yeah, I didn't notice that before. It's a floating city. There's fireballs flying around. Giant stone faces levitating above like a kind of futuristic checkerboard landscape.
But this game does not lie. This is actually what goes on in the game. If you ever played Space Harrier, it's crazy.
It's the mind of Sega at work again. And if you look at this dragon, actually, it's not two dragons. It's one dragon with two heads connected in the middle. Yeah, like the middle here. Yeah, I get it. That's just pretty cool. It seems like either this happened or this is some guy that took like LSD in some club in New York, because he looks pretty hip. Sunglasses. This game was on acid, right? Yeah, this game was on acid. So. And so was the cover. The cover, there was many different versions of the cover, but we checked all of them, and I think the TurboGrafx 16 had the coolest cover. Yeah, and in general, TurboGrafx has some great covers. Yeah, they had a lot of good covers. I mean, I would say the console in the 80s that produced the best covers was probably the Japanese PC Engine, or maybe the American TurboGrafx has some cool ones. For the time, definitely. For the time, cool, you know, so cool. And the last one now. Final one. Final one for the awesome one. Yeah. This shows you that, you know, wearing a mullet in the 80s, you could do anything. Yeah, basically, it's a permanent mullet as well, I think. It's difficult to tell actually from the cover, but wow, some kind of Steven Seagal looking dude. Like, I don't think it's coincident that the girl is like leading up to the guy with the mullet, and the brother, which is Jimmy, or... With the side part, yeah, with the side part, he is not getting anything, basically. It's confusing, isn't it? Because actually the guy in the centre of the picture here is actually player 2. Oh, really? Yeah, because he's got the red waistcoat on. Yeah. But the other dude with the blonde hair, who's got the blue waistcoat on, is actually kind of down. Never noticed it. Do you see that the girl is like, there's like a like an airline, like, how do you say, like a line with, you can see that she's like jumping onto him now. Yeah. That just happened. Oh yeah. Did you see that? It's, I don't know if you see it, but I think she's worried about him because some dude's like tried to whip him. Yeah. But she shouldn't be worried. I mean, they're fighters. She doesn't need to worry because stay away from all that. Don't just grab the whip. Yeah, stay away. Helicopter in the background. How can it be so much, like, this awesome covers, there's like so much stuff going on, and that's why don't they do that anymore, you know? Yeah, no, why do they make it so simple? Yeah. If you want to buy something, you want to see everything going on. You want to basically see the whole game in one picture. Yeah, yeah. And all, it is. All the hairstyles too. We have the mohawk, we have the ponytail, the mullet, the classic poppy, you know, pop guy, and just most beautiful 80s girl. Yeah. Leather waistcoats with no top on underneath, you know. And this is Double Dragon 2, I reckon. Yeah, this is Double Dragon 2, The Revenge for the NES. Isn't that like the best Double Dragon game? Basically, I mean, a lot of people say it is. I still like the arcade, not Double Dragon 2, but Double Dragon 1 arcade, I love it. Yeah. I absolutely love it, just because of the sprites. But yeah, in terms of playability, and for a NES game, it's just amazing, Double Dragon 2. I loved it, and I had it back in the day, and I just
I
played it so much, you know.
And really maybe you saw the cover and you were like, gotta get
absolutely,
into that.
you know, and it's one of the only covers which I kept, because a lot of the games I'd take them out and just I never even thought about collecting them in future.
That's so weird.
I just lose
people
stuff,
did that in like the 80s.
I never lost this one.
Nobody gave a fuck about the covers. So you got a Nintendo game, popped it up, and you just threw away the cover like it was trash.
Yeah.
Thinking about it today, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's like if I buy like a game now and I just fuck it, I don't need the cover.
Yeah.
That's for losers.
Yeah.
Why didn't people keep the cover? You know, it's so hard to find NES games on eBay now with like covers.
Yeah, these days it is, right? It's almost impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know, this one I kind of kept. I haven't got it anymore, but I always remember having this in my room. And I kept it in good condition because I really valued this game, you know.
Good for you, man.
And the cover.
But I think that's the that ends our awesome covers.
That's the awesome section.
We're moving on to something not so awesome right now.
It's all downhill from here.
Yeah, it's
and then back up again.
And then back. It's like we're going down and just jumping up. So we're moving on to shit.
Yes.
Absolute.
I don't know what else to call it.
Yeah. Try to flush this game down the toilet. Even the fucking toilet's gonna, you know, not
reject it.
Reject it. That's how ugly these covers are.
So next, the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
The terrible covers, the bad ones.
Top of the shit pile.
Yes, basically. First of all, Magnus, I don't even want to talk about this, so you can.
I'll start. I mean, Mega Man is an amazing game. It was probably one of the defined 8-bit classics for the NES.
Yeah, totally. I loved it.
When you're a company like Capcom and you send this idea to America, you would think that they would kind of handle the cover art with care. This is what happened. I mean, have you ever played Mega Man? Does that look anything like Mega Man? Mega Man does not have a gun to begin with.
It's like a postcard from hell.
It's like what is he doing? Why is he standing like that? And what's like? Where is anything that like a reference to the actual game?
Yeah, there's nothing there, right? There's just nothing in it. I
mean, like what happened to Nintendo America? Like we had this great game from Japan. It's gonna be like a big seller. It was like one of the more selling NES games.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, we'll this one is good.
Didn't they check it? Didn't Japan office like check it?
I don't think they did. I think they just sent it to like Capcom. And
they couldn't have done because they wouldn't. There's no way they'd have approved that.
And I mean, I'm not saying that the European one is not much better, but it's a little bit better.
Yeah.
But
this is the US one, and it's nasty.
I would say that it's maybe the ugliest game cover ever made, in the sense that it's actually a good game.
Yeah, big problem. Mega Man doesn't have a gun, and in this he's got a gun.
Yeah.
Number two, Mega Man's supposed to be like a kind of childlike figure, like a boy.
And the third and biggest problem, Mega Man does not look like a fucking retard.
This is like some old homeless dude.
Like, yeah, like dress up some homeless guy in like a. And like he's not even wearing armor. He's wearing like a sweater or something.
And it's badly drawn as well. So I mean,
I gotta appreciate the explosions in the background. Maybe that. Look at the palm prints, for God's sake.
What? Yeah.
What is?
It's like a child's drawing from preschool.
I think this was made by like a 8th grader.
Oh, it could have been. Yeah, it's like a competition.
Yeah.
Design the Mega Man cover for the US version. Yeah, it was probably like.
But I mean, it doesn't get better. Because, you know, they had a second chance, and let's see, like, okay, it got a little bit better.
Yes.
Mega Man 2, though, still again, Mega Man does not have a gun.
Yeah.
He does not wear motorcycle helmets.
Yeah.
God's sake.
Yeah.
Something about his feet. I don't know.
Yeah, the angle of his back foot just seems a little off. I mean, I know what they're trying to depict, like he's kind of like he's leaning forward. And like but it just looks weird to me.
It looks weird. I think they got Quickman. You know, like they have Crash Man, Quick Man, and you have. I never noticed that. It's actually.
Is that Wily in the background?
It's actually Dr. Light.
Okay.
But why is Dr. Light? You know, is that supposed to be Proto Man?
I'm not sure because I can't remember the characters in the game anyway that well.
Nobody had a drill.
Really?
Who had a drill? Like
I thought someone did.
No, that was Crash Man, but he had he shot like.
Oh, he shot like drill bits or something.
No, he did. It wasn't even drill. It was like
a hurricane whirlwind.
Remote man. I don't remember, but I don't think that there was any.
We'll have to confirm that. But anyway, without that, I mean.
But that's
the enemies look okay.
That's definitely not Dr. Wily. That's Dr. Light.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know, but you know, to summarize it.
Yeah, but you're supposed to identify with the character. You're supposed to want to be him. He's supposed to be cool like a hero. But this guy just looks like an asshole.
Yeah, and artistically, it's way better, of course, than the other one.
Yeah.
But
it's hard to take a step back.
And it's weird if we look back at let's look at these Japanese covers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like how hard could it be? Like just that's what he's supposed to look like. Mega Man 1.
Yeah.
Perfect example. Going to Mega Man 2, Japanese cover. even better. And it's not that, why didn't you just take that picture, slap it on the American box art? We're not going to go on forever. Look at Mega Man 3.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. I would say like the American Mega Man 3, they did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
But Mega Man still looks like Dennis the Menace or something. I don't know. They just made it weird. I don't know.
Why'd they have to redraw it, you know? I mean...
I know we're talking about Mega Man a lot now, but you have to understand that this is like one of the most annoying game covers.
Yeah.
And let's have a quick look at the European cover of Mega Man 2.
Ah, okay.
I mean, artistically, not so bad, but that's not Mega Man.
Yes, that's right.
That's a guy in a metal armor that looks like kind of a knight with a bowling pin strapped around his arm.
Yeah.
So
it's just not right, you know. It's like a cocktail shaker or something that he's got, you know, as an appendage. I don't know. It's like he's like a mechanoid barman or something.
But really enough about Mega Man. We talked about, but this has been bugging us a lot, so we just wanted to bring it to
those are some of the worst.
Some of the worst.
Yeah.
And now we're going to talk about like Nintendo had what's called the black box covers.
Yeah, the early release games, the kind of the launch releases.
Absolutely love them.
Really cool. You got the pixelated graphics.
Yeah. I can understand that they couldn't keep it up because all of the third-party developers, it was very hard for them. Like, you have to do this style.
Yeah.
So I think Nintendo maybe back in like '87 just said like, fuck it, do what you want as long as it looks good. Yeah. Sega, on the other hand, with the Sega Master System, had what was called the grid.
Kind of, like a grid background.
The grid backgrounds.
That's what I call it, yeah.
Some of them worked, but we're going to take a look at why it was not working so well.
Yes.
Starting off with Gangster Town.
Give us an example, Gangster Town, okay.
What's going on there? So that's supposed to be like, that's like a little kid shooting a machine gun or a Tommy gun.
Yeah, it's just the drawing's awful. That's the problem.
And this is like one of the better ones of the shitty ones.
Yeah.
Now we're looking at the Ninja.
Yes.
This might be the ugliest game cover.
Yeah. I know what they're trying to be. They're trying to be abstract, or not exactly. It's not supposed to be like photorealistic.
This looks like somebody started using paint for the first time.
Yeah.
That's a paint image right there.
Basically.
MS Paint, and they were like, hey, little Steven, draw a ninja, and you were like 7 years old or whatever.
I could have done better than that.
I think I could have done better.
Yeah. And also the physics is a bit weird because like he's getting ready to throw a shuriken.
Yeah.
But there's already a giant shuriken that's already been thrown.
I had a theory that maybe he threw it closer to the camera, so he kind of... but he's still like in proportion to the shuriken, so it doesn't make any sense, and it's probably the ugliest one. I wouldn't say the most annoying one, but it's definitely the laziest game cover.
Yeah, I don't think it's good, personally.
Aside from maybe one that we're going to show later.
Anyway, another example, Magnus.
Ugly grid covers for the Sega Master System.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
This is pro wrestling.
Is this supposed to be a joke?
Yeah, my cousin had this. I don't know. Is it supposed to be a joke? He's given himself a headlock, but not as you'd expect. He's actually removed his own head.
Okay.
And he's given himself a headlock as a headless man.
Okay, and he's still alive, as you can see, and he's sweating. He's got his tongue out.
Does that happen in the game?
No, man. I only played it like 2 times. I have very vague memories of this, but it does not happen.
Is it a joke? I don't know. Is it,
But would you want to buy it from seeing this? You're a kid, you're into wrestling. Let's get it with the, paint-drawn guy holding his own head. I wouldn't buy it.
Exactly. It's like some guy doodled it himself, with like a biro or something.
Yeah.
What it should have is loads of cool epic wrestlers on the front, and then chrome
and having said it, okay,
stuff.
Take a look at this. This is 5 cool covers for the Sega Master System. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, it wasn't that hard, and most of these games that we saw now, they're not even made by Sega. This is like Disney games, this is Asterix. So many of them, obviously it wasn't that hard, but most of the games we're viewing now is actually Sega produced games. And I know that they had this idea, let's keep it simple, let's have almost like an icon that depicts the game.
Yeah.
Last one, and this has been voted by many as maybe the laziest game cover ever.
Yeah.
Black Belt. Yeah. Great game, but it's the fucking foot.
Great game. No belt.
No belt.
On the cover. Just, some dude's foot. It's supposed to be a kick, isn't it?
This looks like it's like a commercial for foot pain. Take 3 pills and you don't have this burning, staggering pain in your foot.
Yeah, it's like athlete's foot cream or something like that.
It's, because I remember this was actually one of the first games I ever played, because one of my friends had it, and he just bought a Master System, and I was like, I saw the game cover, I was like, what the fuck? And then I played the game, it was amazing. But I cannot see how anybody would buy the game for...
Yeah, you can see the logic that Sega had, but it wasn't selling games and it wasn't looking good. Definitely
and that is what we're trying to show now, what Sega did with the grids and the grid covers. And sometimes it works, but I think Master System is like famous for having the shittiest covers for any system.
Yeah, pretty much.
But moving up to...
his elder brother.
His elder brother.
Yeah.
I know that you have a lot of issues with this cover. It doesn't strike you as an ugly cover when you see it, but...
No, I mean, like, it's not that bad, really, you know, as you can see, Castlevania Bloodlines. It's not a terrible cover, but just the hero, it's been westernized, and so the hero has to be like this huge kind of like strapping butch dude, and can't remember the guy's name. But anyways, the game itself for me isn't really a Castlevania game. It's a good game,
some people
but it just doesn't feel like Castlevania.
They made it a bit weird.
Yeah.
But it's just like, this is the kind of defines when you have something that is a really beautiful concept, like Castlevania had really good covers in the past.
Yeah.
And this one is just like, it's so off. It's like, this is the typical North American westernization of like...
Yeah, or the Europeans
or Europeans
as well, they often do it, you know.
I'm not gonna bash the North Americans too much, but...
Europe has some examples of that as well. Nowadays, gaming heroes seem to have to be like kind of Vin Diesel, Sylvester Stallone kind of character. They can't be, you know, the classic Japanese kind of bishonen kind of, you know, skinny kind of whatever. Just never happens.
Gotta be buffed up.
Gotta be buffed up for the European audience, apparently.
But yeah, that kind of this leaves us with another Sega game. There's a lot of Sega games. Sorry, Sega.
Yeah.
We don't need to bash you, but this is a personal favorite of mine that I actually owned when I had a Saturn. One of my favorite Saturn games is Guardian Heroes. We just played it a few months ago. Really cool game.
You really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Let's take a look at the Japanese cover art first. I mean, it looks good. It's not really good, but it really, you get the image, the kind of anime characters. This is what the game's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
But American one.
Yeah.
What happened there?
It's typical, isn't it? It's the same as we've seen before, you know, it's just retarded artwork gone wrong.
I mean, you as a graphic designer, I know that I showed you this game because I ordered it on eBay, and you just looked at it and you found so many weird things, like the... Well,
yeah, like for example, like it looks like, you know, the artwork, some of it's vector artwork, and some of it seems to be kind of like ripped as a bitmap, or you know, from a different
look at
a different medium.
Like
you know?
the skeleton. Like, okay, we can just say also the skeleton is not his enemy in the game. That's one of the guys that helps him. But if you look at the arms, you see that kind of
they don't kind of, it doesn't fit together. You know,
it feels like they made it.
It's like a collage or something.
Yeah, collage. Yeah, exactly. And you can see that the arms of the skeleton and the face and part of the legs. It's totally different from the rest of his armor. Yeah,
totally. And also, the other thing which stood out to me is the skull, the head. It's not even the right perspective, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't fit.
The hat's balanced on his head, but the skull's looking up, but the rest of the body's kind of facing down. It's just a mess, you know.
And we can also add that the hero does not look anything like the hero in the game. And all around, it's just like one of the best games on the Sega Saturn. Got one of the worst cover arts for the Sega Saturn.
Yeah, they should have done it justice, you know.
Just copy paste the Japanese one and you will be good to go.
And Random Dragon.
Yeah, not even in the game. Yeah. So, what are you gonna do?
Kids like dragons, but that's not a reason to put it on
the
cover.
Golden Axe did it as well. Sega likes to put dragons in shit and just tell you that.
They know it sells. Dragons sell.
Yeah, used to like dragons. I had a huge fight with my brother when I was a kid because we were watching a show called Denver the Last Dinosaur.
I remember that.
And then my brother said, that's a dinosaur. And I was like 5 years old. I was like, no, that's a dragon. And my brother asked my dad, and my dad explained dinosaurs actually existed and dragons were fake fake lizards that was breathing fire.
Unfortunately,
yeah. And I started crying. Broke my whole image of like, I thought dinosaurs were like dragons and they existed. It was all messed up, but you know, you have to learn someday.
They still exist though in Sega game covers, so don't worry.
Yeah, so that's the conclusion for...
That's everything for that series of shitty game covers.
Very shitty, yeah.
On to the next.
Moving on to a really, you know, something that we look forward to talk about. So we're moving on to beautiful and artistic game covers.
Yes, indeed. So that brings us to, finally, the pièce de la résistance, which is...
I don't know what that means.
I think I pronounced it wrong as well.
I don't know. Beautiful artistic covers. For
yes, yeah.
Is that French?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good
job. Not perfect French, that's for sure.
No worries.
Yeah, at the end here we've got the beautiful artistic game covers.
Yeah. And we're starting with a game that actually kind of defined artistic, like art style in games, and you can take it so far by just making the concept beautiful and the design, whatever. We're talking about Ico. Very beautiful game, but equally as beautiful cover. I don't think that this cover sold a lot of games.
Yeah, they didn't try too hard, and I think that's what's so cool about it. Rather than, you know, try and put the hero on the cover, which I think a lot of games find it's necessary to do. You've got to have the main character on it. They didn't. Well, the main character perhaps is one of the small figures you can see.
The little boy over there definitely is holding the girl's hand.
Yeah, but you know, if you didn't look up close, you couldn't see it, and it's actually most of it is the scenery, and perhaps with this game, actually that was the star of the game. You know, it was the kind of the environment and also the atmosphere.
It made me buy it actually, because me and my friends saw the cover, very interested in it, and that was, and then of course we read about it, but definitely beautiful cover.
And unique.
And not more to say, but we love it. Loving the game, loving the cover.
Yeah, there's more to come though, of course. We've also got this beauty here.
Secret of Mana, or Seiken Densetsu 2 in Japan. Have you played this game?
I think I have, but I get confused, as I said before, like about something Gaia. I think it was like Legend of Gaia. Or
no, so for me, Secret of Mana always holds.
That was RPG as well.
RPG, but this was kind of an action RPG where you leveled up and you killed enemies, kind of like a Zelda style. I think it's one of the best games for the NES, and I also think that the cover is not letting anybody down. It really delivers. It's beautiful. I just love the scenery with you're near the tree that is actually in the game. So there's, I said we're gonna make this a bit shorter, but it's a beautiful cover. I love it, and I love the game.
Something similar as well about Ico in that the characters aren't front and center. They've got the backs to the to the viewer, and they're just kind of really small.
And it kind of leaves it to your imagination more. That what is this world that I can explore, instead of seeing somebody with a machine gun. You know, like in this game, or in Ico's case, you kind of like you want to explore the world and see what these guys are up to more than maybe be the characters.
Totally. And instead of explosions, you know, 2 birds.
Yeah. Flamingo birds.
Yes, it's like a bit more classy, you know.
Yeah, it's very nice. But yeah, that's all we have to say about that one. Very good game, beautiful cover.
Yeah, moving on. Yeah, next one's a really important one, right?
One of our favorite games ever, and one of the reasons we actually became friends, I think, because we both shared this interest. I met Steven in a bar like 3 years ago, and we started talking about games, and I was like, what is your favorite game? And he said Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It's a brilliant game, but the cover, I don't know, it's like, it was one of the first times.
Some of the covers.
Yeah, some of the covers, but you know, the American one, not so good, but the European one and the Japanese one and the Saturn one, as you can see there, very beautiful covers.
But yeah, the European PAL version, here with Alucard front and center, for me is the best one. I mean, you prefer the Saturn one, Magnus, or are you?
I mean,
you sold on this one now?
I'm kind of a Saturn fanboy, so I guess like I thought it was cool that they used another art style for the
There's
Saturn
more characters there as well in that one. Same artist, right?
Yeah, same artist.
What's the name? Like Ayami Kojima.
Ayami Kojima, yeah.
Yeah, did the artwork, and she did an amazing job.
And after this, like after this art style of the Castlevania Symphony of the Night, they kept going with this for a long, long time. It's just recently Konami went back to the more buffed up heroes.
Yeah, they sent it to a Spanish company to do the most recent, well, not the most recent one, but the last one that I heard of. You know, Patrick Stewart from Star Trek did, you know, the voiceover.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and stuff like that. Says like some big Hollywood names.
I'm gonna pull out.
It wasn't Castlevania.
Pull out Big Lebowski. Walter, I did not know that. But anyways, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, beautiful cover, epic, you know? Kind of took it to a level that you can have this kind of like semi feminine hero, and he can still be cool. And I think I read somewhere that Alucard became one of the first gay icons in video game history. So that's a big thing right there, that he was.
Yeah, I'm not surprised actually, you know, but
good-looking guy.
Actually, like you can see, this is hand painted, right?
Yeah, beautiful artwork.
And
this is maybe, I don't have no idea why they used 3D like modeled castle for the American one, but as you said before, it might be because of
it might be just because the hero is not appropriate for that market, you know. I suppose he's not a typical hero character, and I guess they were worried that would put gamers off. But for me, quite the opposite. You know, that's a cool front cover.
Everybody was put off by Symphony of the Night. It sold shit, from what I heard. It was like a failure, but it's one of the best PlayStation games. So anybody wants to check it out, please do. Beautiful cover. Moving on to
next.
Na 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 na.
I've never played it.
Damage. You haven't?
No. Well, I've seen it a lot, and but I've never actually had.
It's basically you're a little ball, and you have to roll around small objects like a eraser or a pen, and like small things like a wallet. and then your ball grows and grows and grows, and in the end of the game,
and then it's like this.
In the end of the game, you're destroying cities, and in the
like picking up stadiums is like I see
a
Ferris wheel in here, like a
whale.
Cool.
And in the end of the game, you're actually, kind of destroying the planet. Like everything that lives on it is getting sucked up in this ball. And we're not going to talk about the game too much. I just think that the cover is absolutely cool, brilliant, and it really made me want to play it. Yeah,
you got Mount Fuji there, and like some cows.
Rainbow, weird. It's a weird game. The cows is a big part of the game for some reason. Yeah. You want to play it now?
Oh yeah, we can do actually. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, because you've seen the cover. No, but you've seen the cover, so.
Yeah, I'd love to. You know, I mean, because I've seen it on the videos on YouTube, but I've never actually played it.
Yeah, we're gonna play.
This is the first time I've seen the cover as well, so yeah, I'm liking it. It's really cool.
It sold you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was Katamari Damacy. Moving on to.
Yeah, what's next?
The last two games in our.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful covers. I mean, there's so many beautiful covers, but we have to pick our favorites. Why do we like Zelda so much, especially the first two games?
Well, as you can see, it's just really classy, you know.
I think this simplicity, which did not exist that much in gaming, we've seen the 80s covers. Yeah. Zelda just made it simple. Yeah. Loving the little hole that shows that it's a gold cassette within the game, within the cover. Yeah. Made it really cool.
That's a good idea. You can tell, like, the creative department, whoever, really thought
they knew that this was going to be a big one. So this is Legend of Zelda 1 we're looking at here.
Yes. Yeah, it's really cool, but also it's Elder Brother as well.
I don't know which one I like better. I love that sword.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh?
They still did that kind of like cut out the part of the box to show. I don't know, I just thought that when I was a kid I thought it was classy. Yeah,
that's right. I mean, a lot of the other covers, as we've already seen, like on the NES, they're kind of hit and miss, or sometimes they just, just crazy.
Or a bit over the top.
Motorcycles through the desert, machine guns, stuff like explosions.
Yeah. Liking that too, though.
I like that as well. There's a place for everything. Everything, but this one for me is more classy, more kind of like deluxe. This was the same price, right? I guess when it was, on sale.
It was the same, I guess.
Yeah, as a normal cart, but it's a gold cart, and then the cover like this is just
brilliant.
So cool.
To like finish this off, we have to say that there's so many covers, especially today. Yeah. Almost every game cover is amazing, and the market, like the marketing people, they know what sells.
Yeah, it's a big business now, isn't it, compared to before?
Yeah, and people are starting to appreciate the cover art more of games. But taking it back to this time, we're talking about the 80s and the 90s. It was a bit different. It was like.
Yeah, it was almost like like the underground film industry. Some of these video covers, it's like a Chuck Norris video cover or something.
Like Fabio was doing, the Wizard and Warriors 2. There was a lot of creativity going into game covers. It was not as safe as it is now. I don't think they did as much market research as they do now. Yeah. That's why we try to keep it within the 80s, 90s. We did some from the 2000s, but mainly the golden age of game covers must have been.
And I think it's kind of sad, that you're not going to get any more quirky, crazy, far out, game covers anymore. And like, in 10 or 20 years' time, I don't think there'll be anybody looking back.
Thinking that Heavy Rain was crazy, or thinking that Resident Evil 6 had a crazy cover. Now it's like...
Well, look at Half-Life, this guy with a beard and an orange background. They're not going to really be getting off of that.
Because they look quite good as it is. Yeah. But I guess that this is the end of episode, what is this, 9?
I can't remember, possibly.
I think it's 9, and it's 1 year, almost exactly 1 year ago, we made the first episode.
So we almost did 1 month.
Yeah,
not quite.
Almost 1 a month.
That's not too bad.
One every second 1.5 month. Yeah. We enjoy doing this, and sorry for all the delays. We're gonna try to be more productive with this one.
Yes, from now on, I guess.
We always say that.
I'm off to Europe, Like
he's leaving for 5 weeks.
This week, Jesus, yeah.
In 2 days.
Yes,
4 days.
4 days from now. So that'll be like a hiatus. That'll be 6 weeks, and then I'll be back, and then Steven is up for the next one.
Steven is going to Sweden.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah. So all you Swedish guys, I'll see you over there. Janne, Robin. Hopefully I'll come with you then.
Please come and visit Japan as well.
So again.
But I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was fun to make, and stay tuned for more episodes in the future.
See you later, guys.
See you later.